Today we are going to be doing a video of an exercise. It's not really an exercise because you do not get sweaty at all, where you're going to be opening and stretching through the front of the chest and extending through the back. So this is really good if you have any pain or aching between the shoulder blades at the back, if you get neck tension up through here, if you find that you have a posture where your head is coming forward, you're noticing that this is starting to get really tight, maybe even a little curved. This particular exercise is going to relieve a lot of that mid-back tension and help bring your head back over your shoulders. So instead of being, I'm exaggerating here, instead of being here, we want to be nice and tall and straight. So this particular exercise is for you. It's really easy. All you need at home is a place to do it. So if you've got a hard surface like me, you can put a mat down, or if you've got carpet, it's fine to go straight onto carpet. I would not recommend the bed. You'll see in a minute that the bed is going to be too squishy, so it's not going to quite work. Get yourself a regular bath towel, fold it in half. We're going to do this together. Fold it in half. And from here, you're going to fold it in thirds or half. It depends on the thickness of your towel, which I cannot judge through this camera. So you're going to have to make a bit of a trial and error, see how you go, and then a bit of a judgment call. From here, you want to roll it really tight. I've got a roll of sticky tape with me. You may like to use 2 elastic bands or 2 hair ties, because we want to create a roll that's going to stay rolled and stay tight so that it doesn't come undone while we're trying to do the exercise. So you're going to roll the towel really nice and firm. No, you cannot use a foam roller instead for this exercise. I get asked that question a lot. The foam roll, even though we're rolling this nice and firm, a foam roller is too firm. There is no give, and you won't be able to let go and relax properly. So I would not suggest using a foam roller. This is literally how I would do it. With my feet, butterfly hold that towel, sticky tape over the top, and again, pull it nice and firm. And there you have the perfectly free home apparatus that is going to help you so much in correcting your posture. So from here, with your nice firm rolled towel, you can tell I've done this a few times, you're going to pop it across your mat. Now, when we have it against the body, I'm going to show you this now, we want it to be horizontal, so it'll be at our back, but it'll be horizontal. It's not going to be vertical down our spine. We want it horizontal. So you're going to place that over here on your mat in a horizontal position, like so. And you want to aim, ladies, you want to aim to be at the bra strap or above, no lower. And gents, I want you to think about it as being across the shoulder blades, not under the shoulder blades. A lot of people will instinctively go too low with this towel and you will start feeling sore in your lower back. So please be cautioned and be careful to make sure it's not too low. It might actually feel like it's a bit too high. Now, I've forgotten to grab a pillow, so let me do that. You need something comfortable for your head. I'm going to use one of my belly beans in the clinic. So a cushion for the head is really important, otherwise you're going to end up being too far back with the neck and actually creating more tension through the neck than you want. So start with a nice thin pillow. If you want to double up, then you can. And then you're just going to place that underneath. And you're going to find that midpoint across the back. So up through here, it needs to be across the shoulder blades. It's higher than you think. Play around with it. Your towel's not going anywhere, so you can move as you like. Beautiful. I'm actually going to do 2 cushions because otherwise my head is too far back. So if I have 1 cushion, you'll notice my neck is tipped at an angle that is not okay. I will get a sore neck if I keep it like that. So I'm going to add the 2nd cushion just to give you an idea of the height so that I can maintain a nice straight neck and a little bit of a chin tuck here. Now from here, what you're going to do is keep your knees bent. If you have your legs out straight, what will happen is your lower back will lift and you're going to hurt your lower back. It's not effective for where you have the towel either. So you're going to bend those knees, flatten the lower back so it's along the mat, nice and comfortable. And from here, making sure your head is supported, the towel is across the shoulder blades, and placing the arms out at 9 and 3 on the clock face, and relaxing the low back and relaxing through the upper body. And you just lie there for 10 minutes. Like I said, it's not a sweaty exercise. It's really more of a stretch. We call it an exercise just because it fits into that category of fixing posture. But what you're essentially doing is lying here for 10 minutes. Now, it will not work if you then pick up your phone on one side and scroll, because you have an asymmetry through that part of the body. You're not stretching through the pecs. Or if you were, say, having the TV on the wall, if you were to try and have too many pillows and watch the TV, again, it's not going to be effective. This is something, this exercise, that you really need to not be looking at anything, not have that distraction. I really like to use this time, so it's a nice 10-minute thing at the end of the day to unwind your posture, to pop some headphones in, listen to a podcast or an audiobook or your favorite music, maybe even a guided meditation if you're not being jumped on by kids, and try and let your body go as much as you can. So the more you hold the tension, the less effective this is going to be. The more you relax, the more your body can melt into this particular posture. I'm going to describe what this particular exercise does. So first of all, you hold it for 10 minutes. Now, if you're comfortable here, you can bring the arms up the clock face, but you don't want to be holding them. They need to be fully relaxed to the ground. And you need to be able to let go of the whole shoulder. If this is too high, you can come down the clock face if you need to. Another tip is, if you're really tight across the pecs, you put your arms out and your fingers start to go numb. It's because the pec is so tight, it's crushing the veins, nerves and arteries that run to the hands. So all you need to do is bring your arms down a little bit. The feeling will come back. So find that happy medium where you're getting a little bit of a stretch, but it's not uncomfortable for the whole 10 minutes. And then you just chill. What you're doing in this stretch is, I'm going to exaggerate this just to make the point, but in this stretch, we are putting into the body the opposing forces to crap posture. So basically, crappy posture, if I was to sit in crappy posture, would be everything up the top slumps down, the chin comes forward, the shoulders roll in. Now, we might find that we do this when we're tech neck, or when we're on our phones all the time, when we're in front of the computer and we're absorbed by our work. Maybe we need an eye check, so we're eye straining, so we're bringing our head even further forward. We are in this posture if we're breastfeeding. We are in this posture if we're rocking a baby or even bottle feeding. And we are in this posture if we curl to sleep on the side. If we're a co-sleeper, that's why I put my arm out, it's instinctual now. If we're a co-sleeper, we'll have our arm out. We've got to be really conscious to make sure that in these general postures, day to day, yes, becoming more aware is really helpful. But what we'll find over time, that if you're using or falling into these postures a lot, the tension that becomes, or the muscles that become tight here, are going to be the muscles at the front of the neck that get really short. The pec muscles get really short because your shoulders are rolled forward. All of the chest muscles get really tight across the front. And then from here, you're going to have so much back aching as you try to stay up in an upright posture all the time, pulling against all of this shitty tightness that has been developing day after day, possibly year after year, decade after decade for some of you. So instead of just trying to sit up tall all the time and battling the actual shortness of the muscles and the fascia and connective tissue of the body, first, trust me on this, lie on the frickin' towel every day for 10 minutes at the end of the day, because what it is doing with this rolled towel here is going from here, it's put across the middle of the back, and I'm asking you to lie across it, which does this. You've got nice support under the head, which does this, and your arms are out to the side, which does this. And you can see by the way that you're lying and the fact that you're relaxed there, you're not having to hold your muscles in your back to hit that posture, that you'll start stretching and opening through all of those tensions that you've been holding in the back and the chest and the neck, particularly at the front. And by way of just holding this particular posture over the towel, you are literally starting to undo all of that tension that has been sitting there. Then, once you've accumulated that opposing posture over the towel enough, you can do it multiple times a day, but start with 10 minutes at the end. When you've done that enough and you've started to really open and stretch through the front of the body, then when you think about sitting tall, you're going to be able to, one, sit tall more easily because you don't have that tension there anymore. Two, it won't become as achy through the middle of the low back because you don't have that tension pulling you forward as much anymore. And three, you'll actually just start adopting a taller posture because your muscles aren't as tight, they're not dragging you as far down. So start with this exercise every evening for 10 minutes. I like to put a timer on. You can go for longer if you like. If it's really sore after 10 minutes, then you might want to back it off to 5 to begin with if your posture is really tight, or you might want to be making sure you've got enough pillows under the neck. And now, after 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get up carefully off the towel. If you have been slumped for some time in your posture, doing this reversed counter position, you are stretching all the muscles, like I said, at the front of the body, but you're actually, this is for me the juicy bit for the chiro stuff, you're actually stretching a whole lot of intricate little tiny muscles and a whole lot of ligament that sits, all these different ligaments that sit all through the spine, the front, the back, the sides, over the joints at the back, in and around the disc. And as you extend over this towel, you're actually helping all of those ligaments yield as well. So yield meaning let go, or helping that contraction to open. And so if you quickly get up, two things can happen. One, it really freaking hurts because you're suddenly contracting all of these muscles that were just relaxed and stretched, and same with ligament tissue. And they're both pain sensitive structures. So you have to get up the way I'm about to show you, or you're on your own. And then the second thing that can happen is, if you get up really quickly, because you've been stretching the opposite position, you're creating a very different posture through your body. You're going to create a more open blood flow to the brain. And if you jump up quickly, you can get really lightheaded, and it's not going to be my fault that you fall down. Because I'm going to tell you the way to get up carefully so that that dizziness doesn't hit you in a way that's going to be detrimental. So you've been lying on the roll towel for 10 minutes, right? Everything's feeling really relaxed, you're feeling really relaxed, and from here, we don't just heave-ho, that's not allowed. You have to, I say in clinic, you have to become a dead fish, because you can imagine a big slump of muscle meat that is just fully relaxed and flopped, right? Flopped on the ground, done. Dead fish from here, you're going to take, doesn't matter which side, one arm, just bring it to your chest. And then from here, keeping your head heavy, you're going to just let your body carefully roll off to the side. Don't lift your head as you do this. You must keep your head relaxed and let your whole body roll off to the side. Let your lower back and knees come over. And then when you're ready, you're going to use your arms and your elbow and your hands to push yourself up to sitting. Wait for about 10 to 20 seconds. If you're not feeling lightheaded, using something nearby to come to standing. And you will find that as soon as you get up from there, you're likely going to feel really floaty between the shoulder blades. You're going to feel like you're already taller. It won't take much. You're going to feel a little bit spacey because you've suddenly got more blood flow to the brain. And you're going to feel really calm and relaxed. It's a great way to actually drop into a really nice relaxed state before bed. So I hope that this is an excellent, helpful exercise for you. We can all use it, let's be honest, because most of us have posture that's why I have a job. And we have basically a society where we're on phones, we're in the car, we're feeding kids, we're running around, we're doing all the things, but we're just not taking the time to sit and move and be in strong, good postures. So hopefully this will help you at the start of your journey to get on your way to less mid-back tension, less shoulder pain, sometimes less headaches, depending on what's happening for you. And I just hope you enjoy. You can always email back with any questions that you have, or send me an email, and we can clarify anything we need to. Enjoy! Yee!